Sis, good afternoon. How are you doing? I can see that the shop is booming.
Well, I'm all right. Business has been improving since this place was renovated. I think the people are enjoying the ambience of the new environment. How's studies?
It's all good. You know how stressful this period can be? At least you've been through it before. Preparing for the final exams and graduation is so tiring and expensive.
Yes, I understand. I've been working hard to save up some money and send to your account. But the moment the money is near completion, something will come up and force me to spend it.
It's all right. You've been doing your best to make me comfortable, and I truly appreciate it. I know that if it were easy for you, you'd give me the whole world. I couldn't have asked for a better elder sister. You are the best.
You'd make me blush. Honestly, I wish that I could solve all your problems. But there's only so much I could do. My salary as a waitress isn't much.
Don't worry. I was on my way to meet our late father's friend, Uncle Greg. I want to ask him for some money. He's always been very generous with me. In fact, he called the other day to ask why I haven't asked him for money in a long time.
That's so generous of him. But are you really sure it's the right thing to do? You keep complaining about him and his wife threatening you in your dream, yet you run back to them whenever you need help. Don't you think that is a sign to stop receiving financial help from them?
If I don't meet them, who will I meet? All the businesses I started failed terribly. I don't know what else to do, or who else to meet. Besides, I doubt if the dreams actually mean anything, because in real life, they're the opposite of what I see in my dreams. They're very good and kind-hearted people. If their sponsorship wasn't good for me, it should have reflected in my academics. But I've been doing really well as usual.
That's fine. If you are comfortable with that, go ahead. I was concerned because of the number of times the same pattern of dream has occurred.
I'm sure it's nothing. I'll see you later.
Jason, you're here already? Come in.
Thank you, sir.
How's studies?
It's going great. I'm gradually getting to the end of my academic journey in that university. Right now, I'm making preparations for my project work and graduation.
I'm aware that these things you just mentioned, which is graduation and project work, involve huge financial costs, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, it's the reason I came. Please, sir, I need your support.
It's okay. I was wondering why you haven't asked all the while. It's been several months.
Yes, sir, you've always given me whenever I asked, so I didn't want to bother you and your wife anymore. I put a little money together from the last one you gave me, and started our business on campus, but it failed.
Who said you're bothering us? We're always happy to help whenever we can.
Thank you.
I'll give you some now for the project and graduation. Whenever there's a need, feel free to ask me. I'm not complaining.
Just like that, I've gotten all the money I needed for my preparations. I'm so grateful for this, my father's friend, Uncle Greg. If it weren't for him, what will I do? They've literally taken care of my school fees from the beginning till now. They're such wonderful people.
Greg, what are you doing? Why do you keep helping him? I thought we had a plan. Why are you working against it?
Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I'm not working against our plans.
What do you mean by that? You were here paying his school fees and helping him with the preparations for his graduation. How does that help with our plans?
Part of what I was told to do was to keep him close, by giving him financial help. As long as I continue to pay his school fees and offer financial assistance, he will never graduate. The only way I can keep him bound is by giving him money. So relax, he doesn't know any of these things. All he sees is the kind Uncle Greg that loves to help. He may have a good result, but he will never graduate. There's no advancement for him.
Now I see. That's a good plan. He's obviously helpless, because he has no one, except his sister who is a waitress, and that cannot generate enough money for her to take care of him. Our plan is working.
Uncle Greg.
What are you doing? Reading? That is a waste of time and effort. These books you're studying will never have any positive impact in your life. Mark my words. Never.
Another bad dream? These dreams would better stop coming, because it won't change my perspective of Uncle Greg. Jason, I just confirmed that I'll be graduating with a first-class degree. But I didn't find your name on the list. What? That's impossible. My name is supposed to be at the top. Maybe you didn't look well. I'll check it myself.
Jason went ahead to check, but his name was missing.
Sister, will you believe it if I told you that I may not graduate this year?
No. That's impossible. You are the best student in your class. What can possibly stop you from graduating?
The list of graduates was published yesterday, but my name was missing. When I noticed it, I quickly ran to the office of the dean to report this issue. But he said that one of my results was missing, and because of that, I cannot graduate. I have to rewrite that exam. But it's strange because I wrote that exam 3 years ago, and when the results was published then, mine was included, and I scored very high in that course. How can it suddenly disappear?
Wow. Just like that? There must have been an error somewhere. You have to find out. You can't afford to pay for an extra year. That's my boss. I have to get back to work. Try and find out the problem. I'll talk to you later.
Jason went from one office to another, and continued this cycle for 3 months, all to no avail. So he had no other option than to pay for an extra year, and rewrite the exam.
Jason, where are you headed?
I was on my way to your house, sir.
Is there a problem? I have somewhere to be right now.
There's a little problem. I encountered problems with my graduation, and because of that, I'll need to stay back in school for an extra year. I don't know where else I can get my school fees, and other fees that I need to pay.
Is that so? That's unfortunate. Anyways, there's no problem. I'll just forward the money to you later in the day. You have nothing to worry about when it comes to financial issues.
All right, thank you, sir.
Jason wrote the exam, and when the results were published, he passed.
Oh yes, sis, I passed that course. I passed.
That's great. I'm happy for you. But I think you should calm down and confirm that you've been cleared to graduate, before rejoicing. Remember that the problem wasn't about failing, rather, missing result.
That is true. I almost forgot. The list will be published in 2 weeks. I'll wait for that before celebrating. What is happening? Why am I going through this experience again? Something is definitely wrong somewhere, but I can't figure it out. It has happened again. I can't believe it.
No way. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
It is. My name was missing again. Another result is missing.
What? How is that? What are you going to do about it?
I don't know. I've been to the right offices, but nothing changed. I guess this is my fate. From best student to this. I'll just begin now to prepare for the next session. I'll meet Uncle Greg for my school fees. Let me secure everything on time, and do everything possible to ensure that they keep proper records of all the exams I've written. I'll ensure that this doesn't happen again. I'm tired already.
Jason did everything right, and wrote the exam, but it happened again. This time, 2 results were missing.
Jason, you've been this way for several weeks.
What do you expect me to do? This is 3 years of extra school year. Now I'm about to go for the 4th. And this time, it's worse. What is happening? Why am I going in a circle? I'm tired of meeting Uncle Greg for money. I feel ashamed doing that.
This is obviously not a problem of intelligence or smartness, because you've always been the best. And when you rewrite the exam, you excel. Which means there's something we're missing. Do you still have those strange dreams?
Yes. There's never been any session I didn't see Uncle Greg or his wife threatening me in my dream.
Really? You know what? We need to do something drastic about this. We cannot keep repeating the same action and expect a different result.
What do you suggest I do next?
We must seriously take it to God in prayer. I want you to have a session with the man of God. Tell him everything you've been through, including the dreams. Maybe that way, we'll find a solution.
Yes, I'll do that. How come it never crossed my mind? Pastor, I've been through so much. Since our parents passed, life has been a bit difficult for us. If it weren't for our late father's friend, Uncle Greg, I don't know how we would have gone through school. Now, the problem is that I've been having difficulties with my graduation. Each year, one of my results will be reported missing at the time of compilation. Because of this, I've spent 3 extra years in the university. This time, I did everything possible to ensure that doesn't happen again, but instead, 2 results mysteriously went missing.
Really? That's heartbreaking. I've always known you to be among the best. Something must be wrong somewhere. Let's pray.
As they prayed, the Lord opened Pastor Larry's eyes and revealed the root of their problem to him.
As we were praying, the Lord revealed something to me. Who did you say has been paying your school fees?
Uncle Greg. He also saw my sister through school.
He did the same for your sister? What does she do now?
She works as a waitress in a coffee shop. After graduating with the first class, she hasn't been able to secure a good job.
A waitress? Being a waitress is all right and honorable, but that is not what she's meant to be. I can see something covering her glory. And that is the same thing holding you back. In order to break this cycle, we'll begin by cutting off every external source of income. I do not want you to collect money from your uncle anymore.
What? How will I survive?
Trust God, He'll take care of you.
That is difficult. I don't have any viable source of income. All the businesses I tried to do failed. I've just been thriving with the little my sister gives me, and what Uncle Greg brings.
That is the instruction I'm receiving. You must not collect any money from him again. That is why the business you started isn't flourishing. The capital you're using is what is drying up your business. It was meant that way, so that you'll continue to depend on him.
I forgot to add that I always see him threatening me in my dreams. Either him or his wife will usually appear and state that I could never amount to anything. But in real life, they're very welcoming and kind, and always ready to give me money.
The warning signs have been around, but you ignored it. When you begin to repeatedly see the same pattern of dream, then you should pay attention. It could be that God is trying to tell you something. In this case, He's revealing to you that their action to you may be sweet and kind, but their hearts might be otherwise. They aren't the ones coming to you in the dream. Rather, God is revealing their true identity and their intention for you. I'm not saying that this is always the case when someone helps another. But concerning this particular matter, that is what the Lord revealed to me. God helps people through other people, but because the heart of man is desperately wicked, sometimes wickedness takes over, and the help gets corrupted. That is why it's important to pray before or after accepting help from anyone, to ensure that God approves of it. After you've refused every form of help from them, then we'll engage in some series of fasting and prayer, to break that negative cycle that has lingered. By the mercies of God, it's all coming to an end this time.
All right, Pastor. But I don't know how I can pay my school fees, or take care of myself without asking from him.
I'll help you by giving you something to start up a business, with which you'll sustain yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Once again, Jason paid for an extra year, but this time, with the resources he generated from his business. All 3 of them, which is Jason, the pastor, and Julia, his sister, engaged in fervent prayers and fasting for 3 weeks.
Hi.
Good morning, sir. Can I take your order?
Yes. But before that, the main reason I'm here today is that I wanted to speak with you. I've been a regular customer here. I noticed the way you attend to everyone happily, and at the same time, work as the cashier. It's really commendable.
Thank you. I love my job, and I'll always do the best I can to ensure a smooth running of this business. It's all a part of the managerial skills I developed both in school and in the field.
Impressive. If you don't mind, I'd like to invite you to my company. I'm the owner of Cheeky Chocolates, and I'm currently looking to fill some positions, including the general manager position.
What? You the owner of Cheeky Chocolates? That company is huge.
Thank you. I'll be expecting you this week for a brief interview.
I'll be there tomorrow morning. Thank you. Jason, I was attending to a customer when you called me. I need to hurry up and go back. What happened?
I made it. The list is out, and finally, my name is there. I earned a first-class degree.
Wow. I'm so excited. Congratulations. Finally, the battle is over.
Oh yes it is.
The following day, Julia went for the interview. Considering her qualifications and experience, she was successfully appointed as the new manager of Cheeky Chocolates.
Jason, where are you going?
I'm leaving for work. Good morning.
Work? Why haven't you come to me for money? And I heard you graduated. How's that possible? How did you pay your school fees?
You've done so much for us already, so I decided not to bother you with my needs anymore. I handled the expenses and sorted out my graduation.
Didn't I tell you that I'm not bothered? You shouldn't have done it yourself. Where's your sister Julia? I heard she got a better job as a manager. Is that true?
Yes, it is. Sir, I have to leave now. I'm running late for work.
Greg left and never contacted Jason or Julia again.
Please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notification to be informed whenever we upload a new video. Also like, share, and comment on this video. Thanks for watching. We're grateful for your constant support. See you in the next one. God bless you.